Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Yellow, yellow. All right. 57. Come get some.
On first down, Mahomes being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Motion, motion.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Check it out.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. 54.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why wouldn't we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play action. Now it's Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, then pound the rock.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Hey, exit.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Mahomes is going to run the option left. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
52's the mark, boys. 52.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Patrick Owasor coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Brock.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal, and the Pigs get at the 7-yard line. They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here.
Yellow. Check. Hey, watch that.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. On the ground, McCaffrey. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
We got to step it up.
Now Gordon. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, New Orleans. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 2nd and inches, Mahomes. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this is caught. It's Parker. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Bears first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Switch.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's complete. James White. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 35. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all they needed. First down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He's going to take off with it.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Mahomes now to throw. And able to find Green. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Mahomes now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Motion. Mike 56.
To throw, it's Brady. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Come. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Slam, slam, slam. Chance. Take me two. Mike 56.
On third and long, it's Brady. That's caught. It's Malone. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Just like that. Just like that.
At the 39-yard line.
Mike 52. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Saints 14, Bears 3.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Right there. Yellow. Right there. 54.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. He's got Green. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Mahomes now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this will be caught at the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over. And got his man complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Bang, 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 bang. Hey, 43, 15. Kill. General, flash.
Mahomes to throw once more. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And that will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Bravo. 52.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out here in the I. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Here we go. Check, 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 check.
15. Hey, 43. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
Hey, 7, let's go. No, check that. We're going to Mike 52 right here.
Yellow.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Throwing now is Mahomes, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Able to slither by. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got you.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Brady, the run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Shotgun now for Brady. He finds McKinnon, complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
You better be afraid of me. Slam.
Now Brady. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
First down, New Orleans.
Wait, set. Ready? Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Second down, McKinnon. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
that. Super toe.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Mahomes going to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Patrick Owasor in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Green brings it in. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Room to run past midfield. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Back to throw, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Finding Green complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle, and the Ravens have opened it up a bit, leading by a couple of scores. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them.
50. Wait, 20. Check 56. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. 72.
To throw is Brady. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for New Orleans, it's a win that was long overdue as they move to 1-6 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.